Welcome. This is Boyd Brody, General Manager at Key Cooperative, and this is your Key News and 2 for June. I didn't even want to talk to you guys at the first of the month. We hadn't really got back into the field, but now that we've had some decent weather this weekend and this week, and it looks like it's extended here for a little bit, I know from talking to a lot of farmers, we've gotten a lot of the corn acres planted. A lot of guys are into beans pretty hard, and I think with some decent weather here for the next few days, we should get most of our beans planted. Now, that's certainly not the case Corn Belt wide. We're looking at potential record prevent plant across the Corn Belt, and I think the trade's talking around 8 million acres. So I thought, as we're getting our crop in, the next thing we need to do and focus on is the crop marketing, because we're going to have some opportunities and then also some issues in the market for corn and beans respectively. So I think I brought Jason DeBerke in on this edition and just wanted to ask him a few questions about what a producer should be thinking about with this potential of a lot of prevent plant around the Corn Belt, and if that goes to soybeans, and then we've of course got that market facilitation payment that might be coming, and if that gets formalized, it's through the House now, it's going to the president's desk. Is that going to get built into the board, and should a guy be trying to sell beans even when they're not all that profitable on the surface? It's hard to sell at that point, but with that looming, is that something a producer should be thinking about?
Yes. So there's a lot of things going on right now, and there's a lot of potential volatility in the future. So on the friendly side, of course, we're late planted. Looking at the Monday acreage report, we still don't expect the Corn Belt to be more than 85% planted. Mm-hmm. So corn's going in late, beans are going in late. There's going to be some yield reduction. On the flip side, as Boyd mentioned, there's a market facilitation payment that we need to take into consideration when marketing our soybeans. So, we're looking at 8.25 new crop out of the field cash. You take that into consideration with the payment, we're probably in the black. Okay. So we need to be making some incremental sales as well as putting in some offers. And then the other thing to take into consideration right now is there'll probably be some ups, or there'll probably be a limit to how far this market can go. We have the African swine fever, which has created some demand destruction in China. We're still going
whether or not we get the trade deal solidified.
Right. Yeah. So whether the trade works out or not, and then we started discussing tariffs with Mexico again. So, and they're a major importer of corn and soybeans. I think we just need to be. What's the word I'm looking for? We just need to be realistic with our goals here.
Yeah, so it's tough to sell. So if a guy were to sell beans today, you could lock in what?
8.25 for new crop, plus if you take $1.50 to $2 government payment.
If that fully gets paid out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, on the corn side, we've seen a little bit of run in the market here, and we've got a lot of guys selling over the past 2-3 weeks. But what should we be looking at? Putting some offers in at some numbers just to see if they hit, or to try to offset some of maybe this flat to loss on the bean side. How do we make it back on corn?
Yeah, so you're looking at new crop corn. December's ran up to that 454 range a couple times now, then it's sold back off each time. So in that 390 to probably 410 cash, that's still attainable. And if you're a little bit more optimistic, maybe another 15 to 20 cents higher, but I wouldn't get too lofty with your goals there either.
Okay. Well, I think the main point is it's time to be at least thinking about putting some numbers in play and talking to the originators. So, whether you're talking to Jason or Jared or Zach, Mariah or Greg, be in touch with those guys, or even your locations, and we can work with you on starting to put some marketing plans together and get some of these bushels moved at levels that'll hopefully keep everybody in the black. So I know everybody's focused on planting, but as we're getting this crop put in and getting things sprayed and taken care of in the coming week or two, we don't want to lose track of the market because it's pretty dynamic right now.
Yep. And then last thing I'll throw out there as a reminder, there's a monthly crop production report next Tuesday, June 11th.
Okay. All right, so be on the watch for that. And this is your June edition of the Key News in 2. Thanks.